Sometimes the most powerful answers to our very modern problems, well, they aren't found in a new app or some life hack. They're actually hidden in stories that are thousands of years old. Today, we're going to unpack one of those stories to explore a question that really, truly defines our character, the choice between who we really are and who we pretend to be. So, we're going to frame this story not just as some old fable, but as a universal test of character. It's one that, in big and small ways, all of us face pretty much every single day.
I mean, really think about it for a second. That moment at work, maybe in a relationship, or even just filling out a form online, you hear that little voice that says, "Go on, just take the credit. Nobody's going to know." It's a moment we all recognize, right?
Well, that exact temptation, it's at the very heart of an ancient Greek fable. And understanding it, it doesn't just give us a moral lesson. It gives us a really practical guide for navigating integrity in our own lives.
The story is Aesop's classic tale of the woodman and the god Mercury. And yeah, it sounds simple on the surface, but trust me, once you look a little closer, it is profoundly deep. So our story kicks off with a man in a real crisis. He's poor, he's probably exhausted, and his only tool, the one thing he needs for his survival, it just slips out of his hands and vanishes into the water. For this guy, this isn't just an inconvenience, it's a potential catastrophe. And just when he's hit rock bottom, a god, Mercury, shows up. He dives into the pool and pulls out this unbelievable, shimmering golden axe. And he offers it to the woodman. I mean, this is the ultimate shortcut, a solution that's way beyond his wildest dreams. And this right here, this is the crucial moment. Despite being completely desperate, the woodman says no. He chooses his own truth over a fortune. He knows that golden axe isn't his, and even though admitting it means he might be left with nothing, he holds on to his integrity. But the test isn't over yet. Mercury then offers him a second really valuable axe. This time it's made of silver. And again, the woodman refuses. This proves his character is solid. His honesty, it wasn't a one-time thing, it's just who he is, right down to his core. So Mercury is just so impressed with this guy's unshakable honesty that he gives him everything, the gold axe, the silver one, and his original iron axe. And this perfectly illustrates the story's first big moral. True prosperity is a reward for integrity, not some prize you get for deception. Of course, a story like this gets around. His neighbors, they see his amazing good fortune and they try to game the system. They go and hide their own axes and then lie to Mercury, jumping at the chance to claim the golden axe. But they don't get the reward. Instead, they get punished for their greed and end up losing the very axes they started with. So that's the story, but the real power here is in what all these different pieces represent. This isn't just a tale about axes, it's basically a symbolic map of our own inner world. Okay, so each element here is a symbol. That iron axe, well, that's you. It's your real skills, your authentic self, the stuff you've actually earned. The golden axe, that's the temptation, right? The shortcut, the impressive lie. The pool, think of it like a mirror reflecting your true intentions. And Mercury, he represents consequence. He's like the cosmic witness, the universe that's always watching, whether we realize it or not. All right, with those symbols in mind, let's connect this ancient wisdom directly to the choices we face right now, in our jobs, our relationships, our careers, you name it. So this is the golden axe test, but in modern life. The golden lie. It isn't just about the deception itself, it's about the psychological weight that comes with it. Sure, taking credit for a coworker's idea might get you a promotion, but it also saddles you with that constant fear of being found out. That's classic imposter syndrome. The iron truth, on the other hand, is all about owning what you've actually done and just being authentic, even if it's not as glamorous. One path feels easy but is secretly so heavy. The other feels right, and at the end of the day, it's so much lighter. And this is the question the source material poses directly to us. It really forces you to stop and reflect. Are there any areas in your life, big or small, where you're holding on to a golden axe that doesn't really belong to you? This brings us to the final and, I think, the most powerful takeaway from this entire fable. It's a complete reframing of what we should actually consider valuable. I absolutely love this quote because it just gets right to the heart of it. It suggests that unearned success isn't a gift, it's a burden. If you haven't developed the strength, the skill, the muscle to wield it, that golden axe is going to feel impossibly heavy.
That feeling of being an imposter, of waiting for the other shoe to drop, that comes from trying to swing an axe you never even learned how to hold. It's a total recipe for burnout and anxiety. So the crucial point is this: your authenticity. That's your greatest strength. The skills you've actually built, the character you've truly forged, that is your real treasure. The world has more than enough people chasing fool's gold. Be the one who knows the value of your own iron.
And to help make this feel more real, here are some mantras inspired by the Fables wisdom. Think of them as mental tools. They're commitments to valuing your own journey, to trusting the process, and to finding strength not in what you can get, but in who you truly are. And we'll end on this final thought. Instead of always asking how you can get more gold, maybe the better question is this: what is your iron? What have you truly earned? And are you strong enough to carry it with pride? Because knowing the weight of your own iron, that's the beginning of true wealth.